Now then, Maras, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the borough pride.
Oh, now getting into a few little moves, Mala. You know what I mean? I got surprised today and brought it straight on, didn't I? I pressed the wrong button on the control system. So I'll take you back out. I'll take you back out. Welcome to TED Talks, the online video version, which is live of my podcast, the Ted Anki Podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are live on my Facebook page. I found a way around my ban. Get in there. And we are also live on the George Pub and Grill page as well. So if you're watching it on one of those two, please give it a share. Share it about so more people can see it and we get more interactions, you know what I mean? So got a good show and stuff. We know I'm going to bring my mate Mallory on. Here he is. He's a bit of a scumbag. No, mate.
Were you well, all right, Ted? All right, podcasters.
Good.
It's Ted happy today, Ted, isn't it?
Why? What you did happy about?
Class today, man. Loads of good stuff happening on Teesside. Here, right? Here, come here. Get in. Here, people. Let me tell you something. Are you ready? Here, right? Do you know for years I've been having a go at the government, haven't I? Because they're putting all the booze stuff up, didn't they? Like loads of taxes. Well, here, I heard it on the radio. Now, guess what? Never guess what, Ted?
Go on, what?
Yeah, they're only going to give out loads of free port in Teesside, man. I mean, it's class. I can't wait. It's going to be wicked. Yeah, I mean, I like lager myself, but these Tories and that are mad, aren't they? So they're like port, like, oh, yeah, let's finish my dinner and have cheese and port. I'm not bothered. I'm just going to get smashed. It's going to be class.
Mala, you can see I've copied the news headline there below. It's a free part of Teesside. You're not getting free part. It's not like giving you the free bottle of Taylor's or something like that, mate. You know what I mean? It means that you don't have to pay to go into the part anymore, I think. You know what I mean? I used to always get my prozzies free down there. Do I have to pay for them now as well?
I don't think I've ever paid for anything in the part. I just nick it. So I don't think that helps me a lot. NASA doesn't even bother bringing it through the port, does he? People smuggle it. So I'm not sure about this. They've just done that.
What?
They've just... let's be fair, podcasters here, right? They've just done that because they know we don't pay any tax on that anyway. So they're like, we might as well. It's like Amsterdam. They had a drug problem, so they just went, tell you what, we'll just make it the law. Everyone can smoke loads of hash. So they went, Teesside, as you're all dodgy as, just have a free port. We are Teesside, we are proud.
We're the future, we're the pride.
Teesside. Yeah. Podcasters, it is class though, isn't it, Ted? I mean, how good is that? For once, you know what I mean? We can do stuff that's class. I mean, I don't know what the free port is, apart from, obviously, I didn't know that it wasn't a drink apart.
No one knows, Mala. No one has a clue. It's just like, let's just make up some words, give it to them, and it'll make them happy. So that's what they've done.
I'm happy.
Getting a free part.
And, you know I mean? Well, I'm a bit down. It isn't actually free part. But
well, the last time they did that, I got confused because I was expecting a new part, and we just got a shitty town. See what it did. Yeah.
Right. And it's even better because all of them accounting jobs have gone to Darlow, haven't they? Right. So what I'm going to laugh about here is because all them biffs from down south, 750 of them are going to have to move out of like South London and all them nice places in North London and go, I tell you what, let's go look at your house. And they're going to have to live in Ragworth, aren't you? No wrong with Ragworth, man, but that's where you're going.
They're going to be like normally like, Benjamin, let's meet in Chelsea for a few drinks after work. And now it's going to be Yates's again tonight. In Darlow.
I just can't wait, right? You know me and Ted, right? We've always got something on the go. Like, so podcasters, I am now selling property in a lovely village in North Yorkshire called Thorne Abbey. It's just by the river and it's beautiful, isn't it, Ted?
It's lovely, yeah.
Mhm.
And if you were as successful as I was when I lived there, you'll be deep in flange every week.
Well, aye, exactly. There'll be loads of like southern flange flying about here as well, because I mean, let's be fair, right? None of us in Teesside really count that much, so we're not going to be bothered working for the Treasury. Do you know
Unless
what I mean?
unless it's in grams.
Well, yeah, well, yeah. But I'm dead happy for Darlow. Well done, you little mugs. I love that. Class.
Good.
We are Teesside. We are proud. Yeah,
Good.
Ted, it gets better.
Go on.
Though, doesn't it? Gets better.
Go on, what else?
Yeah, you never guess what, right? They've already seen the ways and they've given Thornaby to 23.5 million to do what we want with. I can't wait, class.
What, like they've given Thornaby and Middlesbrough loads of money?
Yeah, loads of bare money. Borough, just like they're going to go mad with loads of prozzies and that's going to be class.
Oh, we got millions of quids and that given to Thornaby and the Borough.
Class.
That's going to be good. That we might get a replacement Spider in Thornaby Town Centre, but a golden one.
Well, yeah, I've already written to the MP. Well, you know what I mean? I haven't really written to him. I graffitied on his gate, right? But I think everyone in Thornaby should, because there's loads of money, we should all get a free dodgy stick, shouldn't we, Ted?
Free dodgy sticks, yeah.
Free dodgy sticks for everyone in Thornaby, right? And I reckon maybe they give us like a quid off card at the shop. So if we buy some booze, we can spend it on that.
Free hand wipes for all the flange tickles you do in the Griffin.
Well, yeah, too right. It is. It's class, and they've got all that money now. Like that buys like Thornaby 5 times over, so it's going to be class. I'm thinking they're going to do like a big gold statue with you, Ted. You know,
I think right, you know, on like one of the roundabouts where they've got the Spitfire at the moment, they might just have one of me in it like that.
Well, it could happen, but it's class. That, and I think Borough, right, what they're going to spend yours on is loads of prozzies. So there'll be loads of barebacking going on in the Borough, like, which will be class, like, because it'll just, you know what I mean? The population will then boom, and then we'll have loads of people to work in all the jobs we get with a free port.
Oh, do you think, right, that we might, with it being a free port, we might offer lots more job opportunities to working girls as well around that area? Because there's going to be a lot more sailors coming through, isn't there?
Well, yeah, there'll be seamen everywhere. It'll be like a Friday night in one of the car parks in Thornaby, Ted. You know, they'll be flying all over the shop. I quite like it.
Did you see Boris was on Teesside today, wasn't he? Or someone was as well. I think, or someone's commented there. Rishi Sunak stayed in the New Hampton Hotel last night, 100 quid into the economy. Back of the neck.
Well, Gary, your man, piece of sushi. He stayed in there apparently, and he loved it. It was class. He had a parmo because that's what they all say they do, don't they? Everyone comes to Teesside and go, "Oh, well, I had a parmo. Look how northern I am." Shut up, you idiot.
Let's have a look what's going on in the chat at the moment. We're getting some nice questions through. Lots of nice hey up, yeah, in one up. One more, class. We'll talk about that later. Now then, boys. All right, Terry. Cheers. Oh, we've got some laughter faces from various pieces of flange, which is always nice. Apart from Barry.
He's Biggie Smalls' younger brother. He's mint, that lad. I like him.
Evening, Mick. What's this here? Sophie Cooper. Does Thorn Abbey have a new and improved scuttlers group? Well, as the chairman of the Thorn Abbey Scuttlers, there will be stricter guidelines upon entrance. Meaning,
which entrance did?
we no longer accept spit. It must be proper lube.
I think everyone should turn up in gowns, like you're in the Illuminati.
We're going to have a toga party in the car park of the Griffin, but then we're all going to bonk, like in that Nicole Kidman Tom Cruise film, Flaps Wide Shut or something like that.
Flaps Wide Shut, I love that movie. You could do that, but do it in the Queens. But it wouldn't be eyes wide shut. It'd be hold your nose because it does stink a little bit in there. But
to turn it into a bingo game, it'd just be called Eyes Down.
Yeah.
Put all in goggles with the flanges on.
Halfway through, mid-floor, and then they stop you for the bingo. But they wouldn't even say no. They'd just go, "Hey, you stop making that noise," and all them old women would turn around and look at you and just give you loads of dodgy looks like they used to.
Chris Adamson, I had a buttload of bloke dolls are coming to the free part from Amsterdam, 1 free with every crate of special brew and bag of booze. That's a great deal, and I do back that.
I think this is like the proper new start for Teesside. We are Teesside. We are proud and we love it. And it's going to be
people are already talking about packing up and coming back there. Stewie Robbo's coming back.
Well, do you count, Robbo? Is that what it is? Are you one of them accountants? Because you'll have to work in Darlow, which isn't bad because Darlow flange, Ted, is proper dirty, like, you know what I mean? Love it.
Yeah. That's another thing that's going to be going on. There's going to be like loads of side roads going on. You know, yeah. Look at all these London beds having cocktails and fucking Wilsons. Oh.
Yeah, I can't wait. We are going to be the centre of England now. It's class. Like, they've given us a free pass, which we don't know what it is yet, but we like it, don't we, Ted?
Yeah.
They've given us the treasury's going to Dirty Darlow, and we like that because, you know what I mean? We can probably go and nick stuff off them now as well because they'll have a better quality of stuff, which is good, isn't it, Ted?
Yeah.
Right? Thornaby's been given bare cash to spend on what we want, and we haven't decided yet. But it's
and free condoms for chavs. That's a new initiative as well. Yeah.
And Borough have been given money, but because it's Borough and we love you, but you are going to spend it on now, except some crap, aren't you? Like a bottle
on a striker.
No, we won't spend it on a striker. That's a definite.
Well, Gibbons the mayor of Borough, isn't he?
Well, I'm Mayor Stevie Gibson. He's class. He is one of our own, though, so we have to let him off.
Before we move on to some other discussion topics, it's probably worth highlighting that, you know, there is loads of grassing going on Teesside Live as we speak. So do check it out. People are grassing on. Yeah, if you're up to no good. This headline really got me there. Kickboxer body slammed athlete after girlfriend tried to kiss him. Bit extreme, you know, just after a kiss. You know, I can understand a bit of a gobbly or a poke, but a kiss, it doesn't deserve violence, does it, Mala?
No, well, I mean, I get me kicked in for less, to be honest, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, you've tried to kiss many an athlete, haven't you? So,
well, I was, yeah. Especially that, what was she called? Off Gladiators, not Jet. No, not she was mint.
Nightshade, do you like that Nightshade?
Well, there was that time that we had her and Jet were at the phone party in the Mall. Do you know what I mean? And I just swung and she just battered us. It was class.
That Nightshade was 6'7", just in the phone party like that.
Well, I jumped off the second balcony, didn't I? It was class. It was when the Mall was open and they didn't have it in 2 floors. It was mint.
We had a great chat last week about nightlife and you know, the great pubs and clubs of Middlesbrough, Stockton, Redcar, Teesside in general. This week, I want to talk about, and this is for the audience to get involved with here. I want to know basically what sort of films that you loved growing up with. So today's topic, audience topic, is tell us the movies you loved growing up with, and we'll have a chat about them. There's got to be some beauties that we all loved when we were kids. I mean, you know, Mala, when I was a kid, I absolutely loved Police Academy, didn't I? So much so that I wanted to call my little sister before she was born Mahoney, but our mum was having none of it. So we just called it Hightower.
These are facts. That's a fact, that Teesside.
Yeah, she fucking fact that, like, you know what I mean?
Ted's sister's actually like 7 foot.
She is. She's a giant. I love her, but she's a giant.
Massive.
Do you know why I loved Police Academy? And I might have told you this before. There's a guy in it, right, who like pretends to be all Hispanic and stuff like that. Yeah, hello, my name is Officer Manoa, or whatever his name is, like that. And he ends up banging Sergeant Callahan, the blonde, who's beautiful. And I always wanted to be him.
What did we find out about her, Ted?
She opened a cinema down Teesside Park.
She opened Showcase Cinemas. Yeah, well, she did.
Yeah. Matty Morgan told us that, who watches the show. He
told us that's what happened. But well, you did, and you used to like that blue. Could do all the sound, couldn't you?
Yeah. That was my helicopter. I wasn't as good as him. You know what I mean?
Helicopter's more like, Mala, put down the bag. You know, it's one of them.
We've got some great film suggestions coming in on the flap chat at the side here. Rocky IV.
IV. That's when he was that old. They stuck him on in an intravenous drip. Rocky IV.
Hey, Mo, where's my vitamins?
His greatest fight was the one against constipation.
Yeah, he's still alive now, 102, still on.
Class, isn't he?
A good one here, Drop Dead Fred by Charlene Ogerman there. Drop Dead, brilliant. It's the doggy poo, doggy poo, doggy poo.
Yeah, it was mint.
I used to love that.
When we were kids, Ted, you used to do my head in with that. Every time we were around your house, we had to watch it 6 times. You know, when
because I kept looking at my mum's skirt shouting cobwebs.
I know. I got sick of watching that, mate. But
someone's just put here Frankenstein. I think he means Young Frankenstein, a Gene Wilder film. I hope he does, but that was one of my favourites. Gene Wilder being my favourite.
I don't believe nobody has even mentioned the classic Bob Sue and Rita too. Do you know?
Hang on, wait, I got to it yet. Someone's put Snatch for obvious reasons. I think that's a porno. Teen Wolf, big fan of Teen Wolf. Our sponsors there, the George Pub and Grill.
Well, I do. That's only because you used to dance on top of the 116 in Dornaby, didn't you? yeah. On the 17A from Lanehouse Road to Linthorpe. I used to. We've got Top Gun. Yeah, a good one there. Yeah, Freddie Got Fingered. I think that might be another porno. Someone's put, I think he's meant to say Shaving Ryan's Privates there, or Privets. Is he a gardener? I don't know. Might be. The Goonies, classic there. Michelle, thank you very much. He's one of my favourites here, Aeroplane. I used to love that Mala. Did you? No, I've never liked it.
Didn't you like it? Even the old, surely we can't stay in the air. Yes, we can, and don't call me Shirley.
No, I never liked it, mate. I thought it was a bellend.
You liked this one though, didn't you?
I love Porky's. It was class. Well,
I like that scene where he puts his willy through the little, goes, "Hey girls, it's the inspector," whatever it is.
That looks like you're trying to give me your piece.
Yeah.
I like Bob Sue and Rita too, right? Honestly, because I
never seen the first one.
Did you? It was the first one was proper dirty. When I was a kid, like I used to think, oh, I'll have a cheeky wank to that. Do you know what I mean? But there was no like tellies, like was there in your house? So you had to be dead careful, and it was only on telly once or twice. So you had to ultra plan that one. And then when I got older, I watched it again. And have you seen the state of them 2 girls in that? Jesus, honestly, it's horrid.
I still would have it, mate. There's a lot of these TV stars in the 80s who didn't really do it, but they would have got it. You know what I mean? Like Kim Cattrall in Mannequin. You know, I'd have done her when she was a mannequin.
Well, that's why I got chucked out of Debenhams that time, wasn't it?
Mala's Bard from M&S, Debenhams, and
Poundland.
And Poundland, well, that was for something different, wasn't it?
Of course it was.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah. Boom.
It's still not.
Someone's just put Bruce Lee.
I just like Chinese movies. Bruce Lee. Yeah, I tell you what, though, what was the best, apart from Trading Places, which is obviously the best movie in the world because it has Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd in, but the second best one, and you know me, Ted, Coming to America. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I did watch Debbie Does Dallas as well, but yeah, Coming to America.
Absolutely class.
The royal penis is clean.
She's your proud to be. Class. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely, man. There a guy somewhere.
Have you got Soul Glow on now, Mala?
Yeah. Can I do one more, Ted? Can I do one more?
Go on.
Like, yeah, do you know what I believe the children are the future. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sexual chocolate, everybody. Sorry. Yeah, I love it. What about movies?
I don't know if you've seen this one before. I must have missed this one. It's just called Planet of the Ape. Just one ape.
Just one. Well,
walking around massive like that. Hey, there's no fucking monkeys here. What's going on? Like,
just cutting around like Ian Brown. Just kind of.
Police Academy 4 Citizens on Patrol, a classic one. They went a bit downhill after Guttenberg left. You know,
when you wrote loads of letters to the studio after Guttenberg left,
I went mad, didn't I? I went mad. I even offered to step in, you know. But my favourite in Police Academy was Zed. You know, like My mother's name was Jughead. That one. I liked him.
Well, he was mad.
Do you remember Mac and Me? I do, the little alien.
Yeah, well, I. That was shite as well. No,
Yeah,
it's
but-
like that. But
Someone
it's
said Goonies, Mala looks like Slough. That must be a new character. I'm picking up on everyone's spelling mistakes tonight, Anna.
It must be everyone's pissed because everyone's celebrating the fact that we're getting loads of class-free stuff off the
They're not celebrating that Warnock is staying on for another year. That's what they're celebrating. That's why I'm having a year.
Like, what's his missus called again, Ted?
I think she's called Deborah. That reminds me, someone messaged me page, and I was gonna put it on the podcast on Wednesday. I'll save it for the podcast on Wednesday. I think he's watching tonight, but it's very rude, and it's about Warnock. I'll save it for then. If you've not listened to the podcast this week, it came out yesterday, Matters, and there's a class scene in it with the offshore boys who go on the show Naked Attraction. There's a sketch on that.
It was class.
It's quite humorous. I recommend you listen to it. So it's available on all podcast providers. Check it out. It's free and it's proper class. So there you go.
Start feeling sorry for Ted at some point because I must take that much editing because I just laugh all the way through Ted. I can't help it. It's class.
I know, mate. It is good. Hey, do you remember Willow? I think I used to quite fancy the little creature in Willow.
What's he called him?
Warwick.
Warwick Davis. He's classy.
Yeah.
Good lad.
Oh, sorry, mate. It was Ludo. I used to have a wank over him.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Ludo.
I'm just surprised you haven't broken into David Bowie yet, like Ted. It's been like 20 minutes of talking about it, and you have not.
You remind me of the Babe. What Babe? The Babe with the power? What power? The power of voodoo. Who do you do? What remind me of the Babe? I saw my Babe. That was a version of it there. Oh, Labyrinth, which is one of my favourite films. Also, The Lost Boys as well. Remember that scene in Lost Boys where he's like, Michael, Michael, you want to fuck? I think that was in it. Was that in Lost Boys, that one?
Yeah, that was class, right? Because that has everything in it, that movie, right? It has like a muscly guy with a saxophone on the beach.
Oiled up, yeah.
Like,
it's like being in the corner house on a Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was, it was. But that was your man, John McCock. He was class, him. He's like rest of his lovely lad, he was. But he was the one who used to do the sax and he was brilliant. Do you remember John McCock? That lad was on the beach.
Oiled up, though.
No, he didn't. He never got oiled up. But he was class, right? Then they had the vampires, didn't they? That were like sexy vampires, which are always the best
things with crosses on and stuff.
Classy, yeah, look dead hard and that. And then you had them two lads that were in everything in the 80s because contract.
The two Corys.
That's right.
Feldman.
That's right.
That's right. And I think didn't Haim die, and Feldman's alive.
Yeah, well, I think so. But I don't think. I look a bit like that kid who was in Stand By Me with these glasses. I've just sussed it out. But yeah. No, it was.
A lot of people saying on the chat he looked like Alan Carter, to be honest, mate. But I didn't want to bring him up.
Listen, right, people. I'm going to upset you here, but like I had this look long before Alan Carter did. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them facts that you've got to get over. Alan Carter, sort out a fight with me and Alan Carter. I'll beat him up, me.
Yeah, and you bummed a man before he did.
Of course I did.
I'm making assumptions that Carr is the giver. I don't know.
Yeah,
and that's how you get banned off Facebook. Again.
It's going to happen again, Ted. You're going to get.
What about see no evil, he no evil? You see a good pair of Wazo jugs in that, don't you? With that bird, you know where she comes out of the shower and he puts his finger in his pocket like he's got a stiffy like that and goes, "Stick him up, like that," and then he lets go and he's just got a bonk on.
Graham, I'm just dead envious of that pint you've got in your hand there. How happy does he look there? That is me. I'm happy for that. Well done.
Yeah, you do, Graham. You're knobhead. Flight of the Navigator. Wasn't that the voice of Pee Wee Herman used to be in that sometimes as well?
I don't know, but that's class. That except doesn't he go back at the end and like he sees his mum and that he goes, "Here, piss off! I'm gonna go with this alien here because you're all crackheads because you've got older." And he buggers off.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going with these aliens because mum doesn't give us any pocket money and my dad
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. He's a good one, mate. Now we both love this one, don't we? Whoa, hey.
Oh, hello, missus. What are you in this cleaning? Oh, I'll wash more than that, won't I?
That was where you just have some music where you just see his white ass running down the road getting chased by like the husband, and all you get is and you just see his ass running off. What was his name? You said before you told me, but I couldn't remember what he was called.
He looks like Oliver Kahn. Yeah, and it's a shame. I don't think Mally's watching tonight. Normally Mally answers all of this, but he's forgot again.
He's usually like a historian buff on stuff, isn't he? He's class.
Yeah. So someone's put fucking Sword in the Stone. How old are you? 12. We're talking proper movies here.
Is it Michael Sinnott by any chance?
Someone's obviously got the collection.
Taxi driver. Like that was the same. It was in a taxi driver. Yeah.
We can riff on this next one all night, can't we? Oh, he's here. There he is. I'm bad.
No shit.
You're a little bit too bad, ain't you, brother? No shit.
Ted, like this is just made in another class one that everybody usually forgets about, but it was class. Brewster's Millions.
Brewster's Millions.
I think that's what we should do. Robert Asquith.
We should what?
That's what we should do with Thornaby's money, like Brewster's Millions. The government, like, if you can't spend 23 million in 30 days, Thornaby, you're not getting out else. And we'll just go on.
There'll be a solid gold spider monument erected in Thornaby Town Centre. I thought you meant we should give us some of that money and we could create Confessions of a Freeport, our own sort of porno movie around the docks.
For some reason, that sounds like it should be set in South Africa. I don't know why. Confessions of a Freeport.
Hey, Mally, you've got another lookalike here. Here we go. This is a good one. You look like Cliff Richard. Hi.
He's a handsome lad, him. I'm happy with Cliff. That's all right.
Yeah, he is, mate. He's 108-year-old, Cliff, and he still maintains an erection without pills.
Right, and right, he did the most groundbreaking music of his time, right? Changed music more than the Beatles, Cliff, with Devil Woman. Do you remember when it come out? Just rocked the world, didn't it?
Yeah.
No one thought
I thought you meant Mistletoe and Wine.
No. She's just a devil woman. And then he went a bit rock with Wired for Sound and he lost me, like, until he went Christian Contemporary again.
With Neil and I, with Richard E. Grant, that was a good film. I like that one. You've never seen it?
No, I don't think so.
You should watch it. You would enjoy it, yo. He's a scruffy bastard like you, isn't it? Never seen this one, Peter the Dragon. I've seen Pete's Dragon, but not Peter the Dragon.
Pete's the... Unless it was like...
I'm Peter the Dragon. I've come to do some grouting.
I remember if they said it in Stockton, it might have been Peter's chasing the dragon. Do you know what I mean? And he's just having a...
Could be, yeah. Yep, chasing the old dragon. Hang on, what's this here? Ted, your wife's brown pocket is on Eurosport again. Sink the pink. How dare you? How dare you? Julie's brown pocket, as you so affectionately call it, is more like the size of a bowling ball, to be honest.
I know she's my sister, but it's more like, you know, when you get a corner settee and you get the big corner piece in it, it's like that, and it's a big, you know, substantial.
It is, yeah. It's, you know, people can often refer to their bumhole as the balloon knot. Julie's is a bit like a hot air balloon knot. It's, it's massive. And that basket hanging down, I don't know what that is. Oh, we've got a straight question here. Here we go. Let's have a look. If you could get an actor to play your life story in a film, who would it be, and what would be the plot storyline? I think that's a great question, Dio, from Chris Adamson there. Who would you have play you in the film, Mala?
Yeah, I just think it writes itself for me, doesn't it? I'd have to have Danny Dyer. because you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I'd love to see him do my accent and get away with it, because you know he can only do one thing, can he?
What you doing? I'm going to smack you around the head with my trotters.
It would be, yeah, tell you what, right? It'd be Danny Dyer, and it'd be the story of a milkman struggling to make ends meet in times when no one has milk delivered.
Yeah, that's a great story. I think for me,
that's going to win an Oscar.
I would probably try and entice Ralph Little to play me, because we look very similar. And or maybe Al Pacino. It's got to be Pacino, hasn't it? You know, we've got very similar look.
Yeah, they only ever cast, the other casting directors often go, it's either got to be Ralph Little or Pacino for this role. That's usually
what it'll be is Al Pacino as me, as Al Pacino. I'm hosting Deal or No Deal, and then all I do all the way through is just go, "What do you got?" And that's it. When they open a box, that's the whole film.
Well, yeah, that's classic.
Oh, you're on the phone to the fucking dealer.
Well, that's a good question, that.
Oh, mate, remember when we were kids and we used to we got our own leather jackets made and wanted to be in The Wanderers?
Well, class. Another absolutely mint movie, The Wanderers.
Yeah, good one, that, Paul. Well done. Let's have a look. Oh, Stand By Me, where to find a dead body and then they all sleep with it. That was one of the movies that you used to get from the back of the video when he come over. You know what I mean? I think it might have been. You know, loads of blueies. I used to get loads of blueies off the video van, like. You know what I mean? Let's have a look. Oh, someone's reiterated that point about me and Ralph Little stunt double. Yeah. I think Ted could play the next Shaggy in Scooby-Doo. I don't think Shaggy was in Scooby-Doo, was he? He was too busy doing songs and that.
Yeah, I didn't know, but I think it was. He called me Mr. Boom. Was that Shaggy?
Yeah, Scooby. Yeah, I think it was.
Who was the guy that did Was Me? Could you call it up? Was that Shaggy?
It was me. It might have been, yeah.
Where's Dean Moo when you need him?
He sang. He obviously sang Mr. Bombastic, didn't he? But he might have said it. Yeah, Shaggy. It wasn't me. I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't in Scooby-Doo. No. Didn't like him. He was.
We've got anything with the late great John Candy. There we go.
We did already say, didn't we? We mentioned Brewster's Millions, and he's in that.
Brewster's Millions. Uncle Buck as fuck. What else was that?
That's and planes, trains,
and automobiles.
I've got my hand between two politicians. I love that. That was class. Spaceballs. Yeah, he was in that. Cool Runnings, obviously.
Cool Runnings. Someone's mentioned Cool Runnings. They just put the three lads in the sledge, to be honest.
yeah, I love tea. We are Teesside. We are proud. How good is that? A Teesside, you just often it goes three lads in a sledge.
Yeah, he goes. Hey, mate. Have you got that film with them three lads in the trackies going down the bank in the sledge and that? You know, with a fat man who helps them.
Just describe stuff. It sounds like Santa there you're talking about. Have you seen that movie where them two African lads go over to America and he's like, I'm looking for the bird, aren't I? Smash in. What's it called?
If you can imagine, like, if it's a good game to play that, we've done it before, where you can describe a film, but you can't mention the key components of it as well.
Yeah, that was our pub game, wasn't it, Ted?
Yeah. And you go in the blockbuster, you go, hey, have you got that film where that lad, he gets early as fuck and plays basketball? Stuff like that. And sometimes, even they get it wrong and you come home with a totally different film.
You do. I don't know how I got home with Death Becomes Her. I wasn't talking about that at all.
I went in before and I just said, have you got that film where that little boy, he's left on his own and his family, you know, they leave him and they just go away without him, and then these two men try and like steal him and, you know, and try and hurt him and stuff like that. And I thought we was crying behind the counter. I was only after Home Alone, you know.
We were describing E.T. there. I thought that sounded like E.T. Home Alone. He just got it. He got it in one. He was like, "Well, are you Home Alone?"
That's a good point there. Make a good De Niro. I would, yeah. Just that's all he does, doesn't he?
Didn't he just like that? Like he's got smaller eyes than me. I don't know how he manages it. Like
do
this.
I care?
Like when I take the glasses off, everybody, you see how actually small my eyes are. Look.
Whoa, look at that. You got eyes like a cockerel.
I know. I can't help it. It's because I've got look, and then they go out of focus, and I can put my glasses back on, and I feel better. However, like T said, right, when we're out to go back out, like, and me and Ted are out on the town and that, and I won't have my glasses on, you won't even know it's me. I'll just take them off, and I'll be like incognito. You won't know. Isn't that right, Ted?
Oh yeah, listen, Big Duncan's kicking off. 7 p.m. What happened to 8 p.m. start? Did Duncan? Media. I promoted it saying we started at 7 o'clock tonight, and I did it days ago because I want to watch Liverpool v Chelsea. You know what I mean? That's what I need to do. So, fucking watch it on catch up, you big daft Doyle.
Yeah, I love you, Duncan. Don't listen to him. Me and you will just stop on after 8 o'clock, and we'll just have a chat. Just Duncan on the camera. All right, mate.
I'll come back after the half time. Classic one here, showering with your jeans on with Kelly LeBrock. Oh, I love that. Do you know what though? Another classic Gene Wilder one with Kelly LeBrock in The Woman in Red, and you can pause it on a scene where she climbs out the bed and you see a full bush.
That's a fallacy. That I've done that loads of times. You can't do it.
I can prove it to you. It's all to do with the quality of your VHS recorder. Now we had a top of the range Philips. You know what I mean? A good pause quality.
You always used to tell me this stuff and say that you did it at home, and we could never do it when we found it.
Mala, I know we're going off track here a little bit now, but tell him the story about the computer game I told you about when we were kids.
Right, listen, T-Size, right? Proper, right? If you didn't know Mala, right, I'm going to tell you something. I proper love Queen, right? When I was a kid, and I still love them now, so it doesn't matter. We've been the same, haven't we, Ted? Right, and I've been the same a couple of times, right? But I proper love Queen, and I love Freddie Mercury. And this was when he was Hive Mind, right? And Ted had a computer game, and what was it called, Ted?
Joe Blade.
Joe Blade, right? And on the front of this game, Joe Blade, if you Google it, there's a picture of someone who looks like Freddie Mercury with a knife. Right? And I said, oh, what's this? He went, oh, it's a new computer game starring Freddie Mercury, and you have to get to the end, and it's class. And we were playing it, and he was like, run along, stop. I didn't really like the game. And I was like, we Ted, let's see. He goes, no, you've got to get the end, because his special move when he gets the big boss, he turns round and bums him. I stand on my heart, that's what he told me. So I played, right? Listen, I played Joe Blade for like 20 hours straight trying to find the bit where Freddie did that. Never did.
You played a computer game for 20 hours waiting for a bumming?
It wasn't even Freddie though. It was somebody else. But he told me later. And he also, we were in a band when we Ted, right? And Ted wrote a song called Midnight Girl and brought it to us, and it was class. But he only turns out it was one of Rick Astley's. But I didn't know.
It wasn't a very popular one, so I pretended I wrote the lyrics. I performed it in key, as you do. You loved it, didn't you?
It was class.
Going back to when we used to pause videos on the best bits, like Kelly LeBrock's Bush in The Woman in Red. Woman in Red, Woman in Red. We all had a little pause on the old basic interview video. That bit where Michael Douglas is shaving.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that again, I've tried that a million times and it wasn't there. However, if you watch Trading Places, you get to see the best set of Babylons you'll ever see in your life.
Jamie Lee Curtis,
when she strips off and then she goes, and these you have to pay for, and she puts her hands over him, but they're the best set ever. She was a stunning looking woman when she was younger.
Mate, in True Lies, I love the fact in the film True Lies, right, that she's just like this boring, skanky housewife, right, who, you'd probably have, if you're in the pig iron at 10 o'clock, you'd probably have a little splurt on her, you know what I mean? But then she sort of gets encroached into this spy world, and she has to do like a striptease and a dance for Schwarzenegger, who's like in the dark like that, going, take off your clothes, and stuff like that. Oh, mate, the body on her, you know what I mean? She's about 40 odd in that.
He's class, man. Yeah, Schwarzenegger's in the dark going, well, I love. There you get him off. Take him off again.
Come with me if you want to get impregnated. That type of thing,
I don't think Arnie Slong will be up to much, though, because he's had loads of steroids, hasn't he? So he'll have a little winkle.
Do you think? I reckon he'll have like a really impressive knacker stack, though.
Do you think? Yeah, he'll have massive knackers. But I mean, it's mostly about the slong, is it not, girls?
Well, you know, if you listen to the podcast where we do Naked Attraction, we were talking before it, weren't we? And if you watch Ralph Little and Will Mellor's 2 Pints podcast, there's a very funny bit what they do around Naked Attraction, and Ralph Little's never seen it before. And Will Mellor's theory is that they always pick the one with the biggest dick. And you know, I've been watching it, you know, religiously for the past 6 weeks or so, and you know, 9 out of 10 times it's always the big pecker that gets picked. And with the lads, they always pick the nicest, tightest little flu.
Usually, right, I would pick the one that like you were guaranteed to like bang. But the fact they're on national TV, just getting the kit off, that it's a good bet with all of them, really. So you've got to be really careful on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like you, mate. I'd wait till I'd judge them by the looks to begin with, as you do, right? And then as soon as I hear one of them talking, I find out they're a slag. They're getting picked.
Yeah, well, I like bigger girls as well, as you know, Ted. I don't like tiny little girls. It does no for me. I like
They have to grow the screens if you go on, don't they? It's like a garage door lifting.
There is nothing wrong with the bigger girl. They're lovely. I like
There isn't, mate.
Beautiful.
I've had a lot.
Yeah, you are.
What's this? Cher is still fit. I'll give her lots.
Yeah, she really can't be fit now. Julie is. I mean, she is. I mean, we're talking about someone who technically got the COVID jab like 3 months ago because she was in the 80 to 90 category. Wasn't she?
This is someone who's got Vagisil on tap. She'd be that dry down there.
Do you remember when she sat on top of that big gun on the video and she straddled that like big gun? Yeah. Well, that was I like the way you sneakily brought in your bottle of Astral there.
Leon Smith. Mala, remember the macro days, Chaw?
Yeah, well, did I nick out the macro like Leon Smith? Did I? Was it all the way back then? Was it? That must have been. How many years ago do you think that is?
Yeah, I worked there as well, didn't it? On business to business at that time.
Business to business.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Leon.
I remember lovely lad. Yeah, Leon, I remember we're just driving around on that little machine that was there because that's all I like.
The wave machine, which stood for weight assisted vehicle something.
It stood for Mala pretending he was a giraffe, and I just
Mala, where are you going? I'm just going to the bar. Out down Stockton High Street, didn't you?
Yeah, that must be 25 years ago, 20 years ago. Wow, a long time.
Hey, we got a suggestion here. We could do a borough version, Naked Attraction, using the red phone boxes opposite the pub. We could do. That'd be quite good, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but just make naked attraction, but they're just all smackheads.
No, put it back down. If I went on Naked Attraction, right, I kid you not, even when they just raise it to the ankles, you'd see me knackers. They're that low now. You know what I mean? She'd be like, let's judge good ankles. Bloody hell, they're good knackers. Look at them. Swinging there.
Have you got distended testicles, Ted? Is that the thing?
They're like just a net bag of onions for 2 of them.
Distended testicles, yeah. I've read about this now. I've been in the shed. I'm quite the reader nowadays, as you well know, and I've been reading about distended testicles. You know, you've got a lot of time on your hands when you start reading books about stuff like that.
What I've had to do is when I'm penetrating Julie, Big Fat Julie, I've got to wear a pair of briefs, and I just cut a circular hole out for my penis, so it keeps me knackers almost cupped, and then the schlong.
Ted,
is out.
Ted, don't tell him about the idea. That's for Dragon's Den, remember?
Oh yeah,
Well,
Dragon's Den. We got you.
Don't. Like everybody, don't listen to what Ted said then about he didn't mention at all a knacker bra, did you? No, he didn't, bollocks bra, nothing like that. So no one else be making that trademark.
Anyway, let's have a little. Let's finish off and have a look at a few more comments because we've had some wonderful suggestions of films that you remember from probably growing up or most recently as well. We've had some great ones.
This movie on Channel 2 later. Just go watch it after this. It's class.
it's great. Thank you very much for watching these shows. I love the fact that we can just come online for like 45 minutes, talk a load of shite. You all get involved. It's class. So share it about because people can catch back up on it and watch it again. It's on my page. It's on the George Pub and Grill page as well. I just want to say there's a gig on Saturday on the Storytellers page, right? And it's proper class. So if you follow the Storytellers in Stockton, go to the page. The Evans brothers are running a music night on there, and it's raising money for like one of our friends whose sister passed away, and she lost her husband not long ago. So there's little kids who don't have any parents. So they're raising money for that. It's got a Beatles tribute band on. It's got Paul Weller, Acoustic Weller on, and loads of local bands as well. So it's all free to watch online, but they're going to ask for donations to help out this little boy and that. So please, I'm going to post the link on my page. But please, if you're not doing anything Saturday night, give it a watch because it'll be proper class. It really will.
Definitely.
Nice things.
I'm going to be there watching it as well. And so will Ted Chewley. So if you drop a comment to us, and we'll be in the chat room there somewhere.
Sorry, Steve Patton there, Manuel, Channel 5 nearly every night, bang on. It was, mate, it was. I used to have to watch it with the volume down in my bedroom, so my mum could hear me wang.
When I got that job on Eurotrash as the Romeo cleaner for a while. What was he like that? He was like that.
He had spina bifida or something like that, mate. It was a bit bad. You shouldn't be saying stuff like that.
No, I wasn't. That's it. Just said. Remember when he was on the telly? I was happy with him. Me, I thought he was class.
Oh, I'd make a good host of Eurotrash. I think that he was crap. That French fella.
Let's have a look at it.
We're going to go over to a little town in Belgium where they all have massive nipples.
Yeah, that's true. I went there a couple of times. It's lovely.
Somebody didn't get the memo about the 7 o'clock start. Fucking Biff. We're just finishing the show, David. David's a comedian in Hull. He's dog shit. He isn't really good, but he does have a head like a knacker nut. But yeah, sorry, Dave. We're ending the show in a minute. What's this? Leslie Harrison. I've just had a massive poet. It won't flush. Any ideas, lads? Tell him, Mala. Tell him about the caravan in Blackpool and what we had to do with one of your dumps.
Take a coat hanger, right? A metal one, because I'm scruffy, so I've got millions of metal coat hangers. I don't have. If you're posh and you have wooden ones, it's not going to work, right? Take a metal coat hanger and jam it down loads so you break it up, so it becomes loads of little poo particles, and then flush it loads of times. And if it doesn't go down, then just move house. That's all we did when it says.
And so you tight out, Leslie. You shouldn't be having big thunder shits like that. You know what I mean? Ricky now. Cheers, Craig. Yeah, the Storytellers in Stockton. That's the one you need to be getting on board with for Saturday. Thank you very much. We've had a lovely evening. Sorry if we didn't get through all your messages. There's been some great suggestions on there, but there's just quite a lot as well. They're still coming in now. But thank you very much. Keep an eye on my page. Keep an eye on the George Pub and Grill page. I've just launched. 2 gigs are coming back at Beer and Beer in Middlesbrough. I run a comedy night there, which I host, and that is we did a couple last year, and then we had to cancel a couple due to the COVID and that. But we're back on Friday, May the 28th. I've got a class lineup of comedians. I'm hosting it, but it's practically sold out. I think I've got about 12 tickets left, so they're going on sale tonight. So watch out for the link I'm going to share. And then on June the 25th is the next one. Tickets will be going on sale on April the 2nd for that one. They do sell out, and I do bring in some proper class comedians from around the country as well. It's a good fun. It really is. If you've been to one, someone will definitely confirm that. So get involved. And Showcase Comedy in Stockton at the Georgian Theatre is back on June the 19th, the day after the England game in the Euros as well, and that's another proper class night to Saturday night. So go to Show Comedy and follow that, you dickheads. Anything you want to add, Mala?
Yeah, I'm currently playing Candy Crush, so if anyone wants to send me some extra lives, because I'm knocked in at the minute and I need to go to the toilet later, and I usually use about 67 lives just doing a good dump. So if someone send Mala some live. And last but not least, please go and support that show on the Saturday Night Live from Storytellers, because that is a good one. And we need to make a banner to say thank you to Neil Warlock's wife when we all get back to Riverside for letting him stay and play out with us, because she's been mint. So I think we should make a big banner that we can all hold up.
Do something rude as well, like Neil Warnock, he's under the thumb. We're going to give his wife lots of cum, something like that. Yeah, you could do
that. Ted, you'll get us banned off Facebook again. She's a pensioner.
I'm not bothered, me, mate. I'm a fucking rebel. There we go. Some lovely things here. And we've got an update on the poo from Leslie here. Bollocks, I use my pork chops for me tea. Posh and thought if you like. Right, we're looking and leaving at that matters. So thank you very much. Listen to the podcast, share it about, share this video about, and we'll see you next week. And look out for the time. It'll either be 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, depending on what I'm having for me tea and what's on the telly. So keep an eye out for that. We'll see you later. When we're waving, there. Yeah, bye, everybody.